So what I do here, I do a speed round. We
Okay.
do 10 questions where we get to know the fighter a little more because I got a lot of people that are casual MMA fans, but they like the show, so they watch, and their favorite segment is always the speed round because I ask off the wall questions. And and are you still there, Sam?
Oop, can you hear me? You
Yeah,
froze,
your
sir.
face is. Oh, your face froze. I'm looking at the side profile of Sam Alvey right now.
Hello?
Hello.
I don't know. Oh, can you hear me? You're back.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't. You're not
I,
moving.
yeah, you froze on me too. Can you see me now? I'm moving.
No, I'm moving too.
No, nothing.
But
You want me to call you back, sir?
um, well, yeah, if you want to, if you
I mean,
want to
if I
jump off and then jump right
my
back
voice,
on.
yeah, if you just want my voice, I can do that too.
Yeah, let's do that. Why don't we? I'll just knock these questions out, and the first question that I have for you, sir, is what is something that you do in your spare time that might surprise people?
I played trumpet for about 20 years, so every now and then I still get back on that horn and toot a little bit.
Nice. I actually read that, but most people wouldn't know that about you. If you were not fighting for a living, what would your career be?
Well, I went to college, graduated at the college. My plan was I always wanted to be a gym owner, but like a lifting gym. I still have that desire, and someday I will still have that be part of my career. But that's what I'd be doing now is I'd have my own gym, like a 24-hour fitness or, Sam's Fitness Palace. So something like that.
Sam's Fitness Palace sounds pretty good. Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah, The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. No way.
Greatest Showman. I love it's something that's something weird to me. I love musicals. My top three favorite movies. I've got The Greatest Showman, then I've got The Matrix, then I've got Moulin Rouge. So in my top three, I've got two musicals.
Wow, interesting. I love it. I'm a big comedy guy myself, so I would go with comedies.
Okay,
All right, here we go. Say the first word that pops into your head when I say each of the next following names. Ready? Anderson Silva,
perfect.
Gina Carano,
Dan Henderson. Cyborg.
Justin Bieber.
Cyborg.
All right. Is your Christmas tree still up?
I never really had a Christmas tree this year. We went to Tennessee for most of Christmas, and we didn't want our tree to be rotten at home, so we have like a live tree that doesn't have any decorations on it, and that is still up, but it was never decorated, and it's like I don't know, 3 foot high.
Oh, like a little Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Other than fighting, what was okay? Every other than fighting, what was the best thing about Fight Island?
Um, I'd say the food, except I didn't get to eat much of it. The beach was really nice. The beach was just beautiful, and it was the right time of year. It wasn't 114 degrees. It was like 95 to 100. It was comfortable enough. I still had to hide in the shade, my ginger self, um, but it was comfortable and it was nice. We got to go down and just relax on the beach pretty much every day.
No way. So my next question is kind of funny because you already answered it though. My next question for you was, what are your thoughts on bare knuckle, and would you ever consider bare knuckle fighting?
I would absolutely consider it. Ideally, I spend the rest of my career here in the UFC because I love the UFC. I love everything I do. But if I had to, I would happily take off the gloves and go fight.
Yeah, you toe the line as they call it.
Yeah, and I would break both of my hands immediately, and I would still throw them. And I would just, it would be so much fun.
Awesome, man. Marvel Avengers versus Justice League. Who wins?
Justice League, hands down. Superman is the game changer. I mean, he is. He in his description, he can't be beaten. I mean, it's he's got the plot armor of his plot armor is better than Batman's.
Man, me and my kids debate this a lot, and I'm like, you got the billionaire playboy on both sides, Iron Man and Batman. You got Thor versus Superman. You got, I don't know. It's like, I could agree with you. Superman is definitely the game changer, but
Yeah, and Wonder Woman's not far off of Superman, and then Aquaman's not far off of Wonder Woman. So
yeah,
they
but
got they DC has just got the more power lineup and worse movies.
for sure. But I think Captain Marvel can stand with Wonder Woman any day of the week.
Oh yeah, yeah, she would probably be Wonder Woman. Although the Flash is, I mean, he's faster than time. He could probably take care of anyone he needed to.
Awesome. Now, this next question is really hot on the internet right now. I don't know if you've heard this, but it popped up in the last couple days, and it is what is a restaurant that you thought was really nice as a kid that as an adult you realize isn't really that nice?
Pizza Hut. I still love Pizza Hut, but I do understand that it is not high quality pizza.
That's hilarious. I said I think that question was made for Red Lobster, but I could be wrong. And and the funny thing is, I was just telling my wife when I was a kid, we used to go to this Chinese restaurant called Golden Palace, and me, my brother, and my sister always thought it was the
Okay.
nicest, coolest place ever. But it turns out once I hit adulthood that it's exactly the same as every other Chinese restaurant in the country. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
also happens to be like the underage drinking spot for that town.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds
All
about
right.
right. And I argue with my wife. Good Chinese food and bad Chinese food tastes about the same to me. Uh, I think they've got the same recipe for all of it. Every Chinese restaurant in the world, that's about the same recipe.
That's awesome, man. And our last question before I let you go, I ask every single guest that comes on here in the Karate Kid Cobra Kai saga, are you Team Johnny or are you Team Danielson?
Could you say that one more time?
In the Karate Kid Cobra Kai saga, are you Team Johnny or are you Team Daniel?
Uh, the Karate Kid. In Cobra Kai, I've switched teams. But Karate Kid, I'm Team Daniel. I know there's that edit going out on screen right now that made Danny look like the punk, but he was not the punk. He was self-defense most of the time. Uh, uh, Johnny's girlfriend had already dumped him. Danny was standing up for her. Hey, Team Danny all the way.
Yeah, and I love how in Cobra Kai in the first season they had Johnny and the kid, his little protege there. They were sitting on the sidewalk, and Johnny was explaining about how much of a bully Daniel was in high school. It was hilarious.
Well, that might be my favorite show on TV right now.
Right,
I think the new season comes out here soon, and I can't
Friday.
wait. It is just such a good show.
Yeah, and you know what? You said you were binge watching Kingdom.
Yes.
One of the best characters in Cobra Kai is also one of the best characters in Kingdom. Keith from Kingdom is Stingray in Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I'm that far yet in Cobra in Kingdom. I've only finished I think 5 episodes so far, but
Oh, okay.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
You'll know Keith once
Okay.
you get to know that show a little more.
That's cool.